In this video, we'll learn how to set up Amazon Cognito as an identity provider for your Spring Boot application. So I'm already in AWS Amazon Cognito. Inside that, we have a user pool. We'll first begin with creating a user pool. Choose all the default. I'll name the application as Spring Boot. I'll choose login options like email and username. Attribute, I'll just choose email. Return URL. For now, I'm HTTP and localhost 8080. User directory. So it got created Spring Boot application and a user pool with the name default user pool, some random characters. So if we go to user pool, we're able to see this user pool that it created, and inside that, under app client, we can see our application. This is our client ID. We'll be getting all the code directly from here itself. A sample code will be present. But before using that, we'll need to create a user. So I'll use create user. I'll choose email. Choose this option, send email. With the don't send email, I found some issues getting the correct password. So I'm choosing a send an email invitation. Username I will keep test123 and email address I will keep for now. I will just keep some one of my email ID. Now let me do it after I pause my screen recording, and I will not mark this as verified. I will send an email uh, invitation, and from that I will get it verified. And I will say do not set a password, generate a password that it will send me in the mail. So let me do that. So I have added the email, valid email, and this user is got created test123. It is email verified no, force change password. Status is enabled. So if we go to my email ID, you can see there is an email, the default password. This is the user and this is the password. So we don't need right now. We'll first create the code and then we'll use it. So for code, you can go back to the app client, and under Spring Boot, you can find there is a client ID and client secret. These two we will use in our application.yml for the Spring Boot application. We'll be doing it in Java. Java 1 will give you a code for Spring Boot. So the first thing is it says to add these Maven dependencies, but looks like it shows an entire form.xml file. But there is an issue here. In a regular form.xml, dependencies are clubbed inside a dependencies tag, which is missing here. So initially when I tried to use it directly as a form.xml, it had me issues importing it as a Maven project. So what I did, let me show you that. I took that exact code, exact form.xml thing, but just wrapped all the dependency under this dependencies tag. With that, if you just create a folder with this form.xml with added part this one dependencies, you'll be able to import it as a Maven project in Eclipse. Once I did the import in Eclipse, I find it more easier to create the folders and files in VS Code. So I switched to VS Code. So initial setup was done, all the Maven initial install was done. Then I created a rc main Java folder, and inside that a com package. And these four classes that you're seeing, Cognito logout, Cognito Spring Security, and all these things are already there in that AWS console. Let me show you that. So if I go back, so after this form.xml, this is the application.yml. If you are using application.properties, you need to convert it into properties file format. I am using this same application.yml format only. So we'll use this later. First, explore the other classes. This is the logout handler. It does not provide a logout URI. Only this part you have to change. Other things you can keep as it is. Your user pool client ID, whatever you created, based on that it generates the code. So you can simply copy it from here and create a Cognito logout handler class, which I already have here. Logout handler. Just that for the logout redirect URI, you need to modify this thing. You need to add instead of that angle bracket, you need to replace with an actual logout directory redirect URL, which you can put http localhost 8080. Next class is this one. This is the security configuration. This is as it is, nothing will change. You can simply just copy and paste and create this class security configuration. This one I have here. This is just copy and paste thing. Coming back, the next class. Okay, this is the HTML file, home.html. Since this is using time leaf dependency, you can see in the form dependencies list, it is using time leaf. So time leaf expects the templates to be under src main resources and templates folder. So you can take this HTML and put it in a home.html page. So I have put this home.html under. If I minimize all these, you can see this src main resources templates. There I have put this home. Just that I have added some additional text. It's home dot this part. This is not needed. You can use this just as it is, whatever is there in the sample code. So coming back, there is this class web configuration. This is also as it is. Just it is setting this slash path, mapping the slash path with the home.html template. So this class is this one. I have added one more for slash in path. I am routing it to in.html. In.html is copy of home.html. Just that we will change this to, instead of its home, we'll say you are in. Okay, so that's it. Application.yml we still need to do. So that requires two steps. So first thing is go to the application.yml, we'll copy it, paste it as it is first. Then you can see this is something that we need to provide client secret. So I will show you from where you can get it. So back to the top, you can see there is a client secret. You can copy this, and before pasting it, I will pause the recording. So this is just the only change that we need to do in this file. Okay, one more thing. This redirect URI. This one, whatever it is giving default localhost 8080 in its app.yml. This had some issues when I tried, so I instead used this one. So you need to change this as well, and this is the only change. I will set the client ID and resume the recording. So client ID is set, so we will be able to start the application. Let me go to the terminal. Okay, it's already running from my older instance. Close that. Okay. Maven ambient spring boot colon run. It started, so I can open this localhost and 8080. So we saw a login screen was there. That will come after clicking this button. So you can click on this login. An error occurred. Okay, one more thing we need to change. Since we changed this URL here, redirect URI, we need to do the same change in AWS console also. So we go back to the this place, app client, and under at login pages, we can edit this one, and so the callback URL, I will put the same thing, whatever we put there, and sign out URL, we'll put just localhost 8080. That's it. Okay, we'll save the changes. Coming back, try it again. Localhost 8080, login. So it's working now. I had to fix one more thing. The logout URL had HTTPS. I changed that to HTTP. I'll enter the password that came in the mail. Make sure to copy it without the password, without the full stop. So first time it will ask you to create a new password, and it's logged in. So if I log out again, log out has some issue. But yeah, the login is working. I will put some slash in that we put. This is the URL page. This is its home page. Regarding the logout one, if I find the fix, I will add it in the comment. So I'm trying to keep it on under 10 minutes.